You guys, it's your boy here, Wesley Pearson, as known as the Ross Boss, and now today I'm back. I'm back with another video, and I know I just uploaded the part three of The Last of Us Remastered, and but let's just say this is the first video that I officially back because I do apologize about the third part in The Last of Us. The reason is because before I went on a holiday, um, the uploading didn't make it in time. So basically, I had to cancel it, just obviously to save electricity. So I didn't want to leave my desktop on for 2 weeks. But yeah, it's all uploaded now, so all good. If you want to watch that, then go ahead. It's on my channel, so just go ahead and look. Anyway, I brought up this video here today because I checked up my account earlier, and I saw I had 109 subscribers. Okay, now obviously there's many YouTubers out there, okay, who have millions and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people who subscribe to their YouTube channels. But for me personally, to get as many people as like together, I just want to say thank you very much for your views and your support for my channel. I mean, 109 people. I mean, it may not be a lot. I mean, well, it is a lot actually because 109 people. You could fit pretty much a whole cinema of people, 100 people. So again, I want to say thank you very much, and also just to let you know, guys, that thank you ever so much for the success of my live streams have been for live reactions for WWE pay-per-views. The latest pay-per-view was obviously SummerSlam, and I do apologize if I did bore you in that stream because I wasn't myself. Because two reasons. Number one, I was extremely tired. But I had to do it. Well, I didn't have to do it, but I wanted to do it for you guys and obviously for myself, because that's what I want to do. I want to, sorry, hit the laptop. I want to show that what I think about wrestling, and I want to communicate with people who know and like wrestling as myself. So, such as myself, man. So, yeah, again, thank you very much for all the support, and it's great. But anyway, apart from all that, about the subscribers, like thanks again. We'll head up to the SummerSlam 2014 review. Now, guys, I don't know if you watched my stream, but every single moment that happened in that pay-per-view, I was correct. The entire time that, oh my god, damn it, you stupid thing. Sorry, my fucking thing was no on Tower Beach. You can probably hear me better now. But anyway, yeah, that was just SummerSlam. I think it was pretty good. It was a good show, 4-star at least. It wasn't 5-star, due to how long the main event was. Suplex, repeat, suplex, repeat, suplex, repeat, suplex, repeat. You get the picture. But yeah. So okay, I'm gonna give you my review now. The first match, the pre-show. What was the pre-show? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, Cesaro versus RVD. It was a pretty much. It wasn't that exciting. Rather Nam picked up the win, which was quite surprising actually. But Cesaro, unfortunately, has been. He hasn't really been the same since he left Paul Heyman. But even though now he's the #1 contender, but I'll get to Cesaro in a bit. Sorry, pardon me. It's a bit unfortunate for Cesaro to like not get as much momentum from any matches at all or any feuds going on with Cesaro. But yeah, RVD won that match. It was a pretty much just a normal match, so it wasn't too special. But I like both of them anyway, so it's not really big. But Cesaro, on the other hand, he needs a lot of momentum. He better win the United States Championship. He is the #1 contender for the United States Championship again against Sheamus. I read this on sportsketo.com on Facebook, and this #1 contendership between, the matchup between Cesaro and Sheamus heading to Night Champions for the US title is good for both men because apparently there's going to be a double turn, which I'm hoping to see. The reason is just because Cesaro is going absolutely nowhere,
And during my vacation, I was listening to Shoots from Paul Heyman with the with Chris Jericho's pod chat, Talk is Jericho. That's really good, by the way. If you haven't heard of it, then go on Google and just type in Talk is Jericho. Jericho like has interviews with like wrestlers, Paul Heyman, and all that sort of guys. Just check it out. But anyway, during the interview, Paul Heyman said that Cesaro is a guy that can make his opponents look good, and that is exactly what Cesaro is, because he's so good in the ring, and he's so good at what he can do in wrestling wise. I mean, take Sami Zayn, Sami Zayn for an example. Sami Zayn with Cesaro, they did fantastic matches, especially I mean on NXT, the 2 out of 3 falls match. I think it was called the Falling Out pay-per-view. I think it was called for NXT Falling Out. I think that's what it's called, but I can't remember. But that match was great as well. And like I said, Cesaro is a guy that can make people look good. I mean, take Cena as another example. People boo Cena. I mean, and they really underestimate Cena. And when you watch that match between the first match, the one when Cesaro was a part of the Real Americans, that match was a fucking show stealer. It was very surprising, and it is very good to see Cesaro in action. And why do I say a good thing for a double turn? Like when Ziggler and Alberto Del Rio, Payback 2013, when there was a double turn, when Ziggler turned face and Alberto turned heel. There'll be a similar thing between Sheamus and Cesaro, which I'm hoping. Cesaro will be like the believable guy that can beat Sheamus for the United States title, and there'll be Sheamus trying everything in his power to try and retain, but in a brutalized way. So, like, for example, if he did the cloverleaf, which is pretty much the sharpshooter, right? And then Cesaro grabs the ropes and he lets go to the count of 4, and trying anything in his power and just like pose much damage and aim on one body part. And obviously the difference is between the Ziggler one and if it does happen with Sheamus and Cesaro, is that obviously Ziggler had an injury on his head, and that's what made it so genius about the double turn. So we need to find something unique. We need to find they need to find something they can do if they're going to do a double turn with Cesaro and Sheamus, which I am hoping, like I've said, but it has to happen. Cesaro is probably going nowhere, and same with Sheamus. Sheamus is a face. He's been a face for 3 years now, and it's not going well for him. He does get a few wins. He does have a few good matches. But at the end of the day, he's going nowhere. The crowd. If you watch SmackDown and then Sheamus is on SmackDown, right? You may hear cheers, but that's editing cheers. Do you ever see the crowd in SmackDown just get on their feet and they just chant for Sheamus? No. They just sit down. Personally, I respect Sheamus because he's good as a heel. He's generally a good wrestler too. Okay? I'm not dissing Sheamus. He's just not good as a face. That is all I'm saying. Because it takes a lot of time to be good as a face, because the fans have got to believe in you. That's the entire idea of pretty much being the face. So I hope Sheamus does turn heel at Night Champions, but if Sheamus does win in a heel fashion, then I wouldn't mind. If he loses and then Cesaro becomes a face in some point, then I wouldn't mind either. But the first option will probably be better. So then they can have another match, and then Sheamus will be turned as the heel, of course, and there'll be Cesaro as the face, as the hero at the end, like a Ziggler and a Bo sort of thing. The next match is Paige versus AJ Lee. This match was actually okay, alright? I wanted Paige to win this one, and yes, Paige won. And I was very surprised because I thought this was just going to be like another jobber sort of thing for Paige. So, because Paige is probably one of the best wrestlers. I'm not saying that because I'm from the United Kingdom. I'm not saying anything like that. AJ, she's great wrestler. AJ Punk more like it. But anyway, Paige pick up the win with a cradle DDT, which I've not seen that move in years. I don't know about you, but I haven't seen it in a long time. So yeah, it was a good finish. I mean, unfortunately, Paige didn't hit. She didn't even hit one. Hang on, I can't remember. I don't think she even hit a finisher. The zap turn or whatever it's called. I can't remember what you call it. Page turn, I think it's what it's called. But anyway, yeah, she hit a cradle DDT on AJ to pick up the win, and it was a pretty awesome moment. I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked, and it was good. So yeah, for her 22nd birthday, I think it was. So yeah, there you go. Paige is the new Divas champion. The next match, I believe, I'm just going to go on with Brie Bella versus Stephanie McMahon. I'll just get the two Divas matches out of the way. Brie Bella and Stephanie McMahon's match was actually not bad. It wasn't going to be. I didn't think it was going to be that as bad as I thought. Stephanie McMahon, what a surprise! Stephanie McMahon's music hits. I'm thinking to myself, great, she's probably going to come out in some crappy uniform. Then she comes out, and I'm just like, okay, she's in wrestling gear. This is awesome. So she's in classic Attitude Era wrestling gear, and I look at her and I was like, she looks awesome. So she comes down the ring. Brie Bella comes in. It's like, okay, this is okay. Same old Brie Bella comes down to the ring. The bell rings. Brie Bella has a bit of momentum. Does a few arm drags, and then for some strange reason, when Stephanie McMahon takes control, she actually does really good wrestling. And I'm like, what the fuck? She hasn't wrestled in 10 years. And she can wrestle better than Brie and Nikki Bella in total. This is really awkward. This is why the Divas division is so shit nowadays. You take women like freaking Eve Maria. She's only there because she's just a model. And then there's Stephanie McMahon, who can actually do fucking good quality wrestling. She did submissions. She did like submissions that we don't usually see from divas, and that's really cool. And Stephanie, I wanted Stephanie to win because Attitude Era. I don't care about the new divas, and no, the divas nowadays are just crap. They're just models, and but nowadays, sorry, that doesn't make any sense. The Attitude Era divas has always been a big favor of mine. So favorite. So Stephanie McMahon, I wanted to win. And the funny thing I should mention, Bella's and all that. When Nikki Bella came out, I was thinking to myself, I don't know if you watched the stream, but before Nikki Bella attacked Brie Bella, I said, I bet Nikki's gonna attack Brie. And then suddenly, as soon as I said that, bang, Nikki Bella just strikes Brie Bella like a bitch. And then she just walks out of the ring. Triple H is shocked. And then a good way to end the match, Stephanie McMahon just pedigrees Brie Bella's face right down to the mat, and then the ref counts 1, 2, 3. And I was like, this is awesome. This is a really fucking awesome moment. So yeah, I was happy. I don't think there was any United States Championship match. I don't know why. There was no tag team match. There was no tag team titles, which is quite unfortunate as well. I mean, the Wyatt family should really be the tag team champions, in my opinion. I'm not dissing the Usos. I'm just saying that the Wyatt family should have won that battleground. But anyways, here we go for the match in the night, lads. Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose in a lumberjack match. This match was a hell of a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Because, I mean, a lot of people were complaining online saying, like, oh, wow, this should have been a Hell in a Cell match, I mean, or something like that. And I'm just like, well, first off, it's PG. And second, it does make sense. Well, hang on, no, wait a minute, not Hell in a Cell, what am I saying? They were saying that the briefcase should have been on the line. And during the storyline, I don't know if you paid attention to Dean Ambrose at Money in the Bank, but he didn't care if he either got the case or just because all he wanted was Seth Rollins. So the lumberjack match, in my opinion, was the perfect match for them to go ahead and have, like, you know, there's nowhere to run and all that bollocks. But during the match, they actually went out, and Dean Ambrose, as the lunatic fringe, or whatever you want to call him, starts attacking everyone, and everyone just gets into the ring. Kane gets involved, which is really, oh, what a surprise. Seth Rollins is out there trying to escape. The Usos bring him back in. And then all the lumberjacks literally carry Seth Rollins down to the ramp. And then you see carry Seth Rollins down to the ramp. And then you see Dean Ambrose come onto the top turnbuckle. Crossbodies on top of Seth Rollins, when he's on top of the lumberjacks. All the lumberjacks go down. Such an awesome moment that was. Dean Ambrose grabs Seth Rollins, throws him back into the ring, and then does his taunt. He's waking him up, and then he counters. Does the what you call it, Inzaguri, and he does a clothesline, and fucking Rollins goes flipping. He's such a good seller. And after he does the clothesline, cover 1, 2, kicks out. This is awesome chance. This is a really good match. It was like really, it was very pumped, and the crowd was really liking it, and so was I. So but at the end, when everyone got into the ring because of Kane, the Wyatt family, Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper were the two last people in the ring, including Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose hits there's a roll up on Luke Harper on the ropes. Eric Rowan tries to attack, and then he does a close on the ropes to get him out of the ring. And then when the referee's not looking, Seth Rollins grabs the briefcase and then smashes it on Dean Ambrose's face and covers him 1, 2, 3. My prediction was Seth Rollins in the first place, and 100% was all correct so far, and I was very happy. And it was a good match, good ending too. And then on the Monday night, they even had a better match. They had a Falls Count Anywhere match. And then Dean Ambrose is out of the picture now because he got his head smashed with bricks or some shit like that. The current stop by Seth Rollins. Now, because Dean Ambrose is out of the picture, two things I think is going to happen. Number one, Seth Rollins will have a very short title reign. Like, he'll have his moment. And then whoever takes that title off him, I don't know how Seth Rollins is going to get the title. He probably might get it at Night Champions, depending if Cena wins. But apart from all that, Dean Ambrose will come back at the Royal Rumble to face Seth Rollins in the ring, and then that will like build up to a WrestleMania 31 match between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, and that's what I think will happen. Like, take him out SummerSlam, he's out, and then come into next year down to WrestleMania season. Dean Ambrose comes back and then faces Seth Rollins and gets a clean win of WrestleMania to Seth Rollins. That's what I see happening. I don't know about you, but that's what I think. The next match was oh my god. Oh yeah, Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. I think this was like the first actual match of the pay-per-view. I can't believe I didn't even mention that. This match was okay. The Miz hit a skull-crushing finale on Dolph Ziggler, which I thought it was over. Because like everyone was all saying like, oh, okay, Miz is going to win this one because he won the title last month. So why have a very short title reign? But I was thinking the same thing. But at the same time, I was saying, no, I'm supporting Ziggler. Because I prefer Ziggler and The Miz. And then suddenly, out of the middle of fucking nowhere, hits a zigzag. And I'm just like, 1, 2, yes. Like that. Because I thought Ziggler was going to, no, I thought The Miz was going to kick out. But fortunately, that did not happen. And Ziggler is the new Intercontinental champion. But unfortunately for him at the moment, he hasn't had any good matches and all that with the Intercontinental title. We'll just have to wait and see how the title reign goes. We'll just see what happens. But I'm really glad they actually made Ziggler a champion. The next match, hang on, let me just think in my head I haven't missed anything. Roman Reigns versus Orton. This match was not too bad. This is probably the second best match in the night. That was a very good RKO from Orton when Roman Reigns went for the jumping clothesline, and then suddenly out of the middle of fucking nowhere hits the RKO and Roman Reigns kicks out 2, which I was very shocked about actually because I know Roman Reigns is possibly going to be the future of the company. But at the same time, I was thinking to myself, oh shit, no, fuck. Orton's won this one. I gotta give Orton some credit for this match because you may think I hate Orton, but I do not. I do not hate Orton because he's a better in ring performer than probably anyone in that locker room. He's to Triple H he's for a reason. And to see to see Randy Orton in them sort of matches, he looks great doing them, and because Alberto Del Rio and Randy Orton have a lot in common in a way. They have one thing in common, is that they can make their opponents look good. Take Daniel Bryan as a big example, right? Daniel Bryan working with the Shield, well, not literally working, but as in wrestling wise. literally like having matches with the Shield week after week after week. They worked. Him and Roman Reigns worked so well together. And then there's Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan. They've had classic matches of the one on Raw, and the no disqualification one as well. That they work very well together, Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan. And that's just another example. Because Randy Orton and Alberto Rio, they can make their opponents look good. This is exactly what I was telling you about with Cesaro. It's very similar. So Randy Orton is very good at doing it. So he can, like, even though they're losing, but they can make a star rise and get to the top, like and all that sort of stuff. Roman Reigns won, which I predicted, which is great. So Roman Reigns picks up the win. Now comes the main event. Eat, sleep, suplex, repeat. 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 I know that was very shit, but that's what Paul Heyman was like on the Raw after that fucking match. Jesus Christ. In my life of pro professional wrestling, I've never ever seen a main event that dominant and that short in a long fucking time. Because you never ever see in like nowadays, especially John Cena, the top guy of take Bruno Sammartino out of the situation. John Cena is the guy. He is the guy of WWE and wrestling worldwide. Okay, to dominate a guy like John Cena, I gotta take a lot of credit for John Cena. Okay, just because I boo Cena, right, doesn't mean I don't respect him and all that sort of shit. John Cena, to take 16 German suplexes, that takes a lot of you. I mean, a lot of people talk shit about wrestling, okay? But German suplexes are probably one of the most dangerous moves in wrestling. Well, I'm not saying it's but it's one of them. German suplexes are really, like, they're dangerous. Like, because you're landing on your shoulders and you could possibly fuck up your neck. And John Cena actually suffered injuries. I think he was injured during the match. And he wears them freaking armbands for a reason. He literally... I do respect John Cena after that main event. Ben, what the fuck? Are you live right now? Answer me. You twat, Connor. Not Connor. Ben. But anyway, I do respect John Cena to go through a 20-minute match with Brock Lesnar, 16 German suplexes, and get his ass fucking kicked. And it's very, very difficult for Cena, because I mean, I do respect Cena for what he gone through with Brock Lesnar. But question is, what happens at Night Champions? And yeah, Brock Lesnar did pick up the win, by the way. He hit him with 2 F5s, which is not very. It wasn't surprising at the end because of obviously of all the punishment that John Cena was like put through during the match. And I did feel sorry for Cena. I'm not gonna lie, I did feel sorry for Cena. It was the same feeling I had in 2012 when he got his ass kicked in that. Even though he won it, he still got his ass kicked. But we'll see what happens with John Cena, because he's a big guy and all that. He's tough, but at the end of the day, we're all human. So that's my SummerSlam review. And again, hundreds of subscribers. Thank you very much. And for my future videos, Destiny's coming out very, very soon. It's coming out in like a week, and I've pre-ordered it. I've pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition, and I will be fucking recording that, lads. I will be doing some recordings, because I am going to be doing gameplay with my brother, and also I'll be doing gameplay possibly with my cousin. So hopefully I'll do that. And also, Waylay, probably like November time. I think that's when 2K15 comes out. WWE 2K15. I will be playing that, of course, and I will be doing Mates Play Wrestling. And also, I may do it with others, so like, just to keep this more entertaining, so it's not just on my own. So, because obviously now, because I've got more subscribers, I need to do more things. So and also my Last of Us remastered walkthrough will continue tomorrow. So guys, again, thank you very much. This has been your boy Rusty TV. I'm signing out. Peace.